A dating club was filming an introduction video when something strange happened in the background. A woman was speaking with the person behind the camera when he suddenly turned his attention away from her. For a brief moment, a distorted face appears to move toward the camera. The figure looks unusually tall, with an elongated face and what appears to be a robe covering its body. It seems to approach the camera before suddenly disappearing from view. The footage is difficult to interpret, and there are no clear details showing whether the figure was actually there or deliberately added to the video. It could be an actor, an edited effect, a reflection, or simply a visual distortion created by the camera movement. But the sudden appearance of that strange, elongated face is certainly enough to make the clip unsettling. Was this a genuine, unexplained moment, or was the entire thing staged? A young woman was recording a routine video at home, completely focused on talking to the camera. Everything appeared normal as she continued speaking, unaware of what was happening behind her. But something in the background was moving. A completely dark, human-like silhouette can be seen forming in the shadows behind her. The figure appears to shift or unfold before briefly becoming more recognizable. The woman continues talking without reacting, seemingly unaware that something is moving only a short distance behind her. The footage could potentially be a person moving in another room, a shadow, or a visual effect caused by the lighting and camera exposure. But the fact that the figure appears directly behind her without her noticing makes the clip particularly unsettling. Was there really someone standing behind her, or is this simply a strange shadow caught on camera? A couple were exploring an abandoned school in Japan when they suddenly heard a noise coming from somewhere inside the building. Instead of leaving, they continued recording and followed the sound through the empty corridors. As they pass a doorway, a figure dressed in what appears to be a white robe can briefly be seen walking away from them. But if the footage is genuine, whatever they encountered in that abandoned school appeared far closer than they were expecting. What was that figure they first saw walking through the doorway? A man was recording his kitchen table when he noticed something strange happening right in front of the camera. At first it looked like an ordinary fork sitting on the table. Then it began to move. The fork slowly shifts across the table on its own. For a moment, it seems almost as though it's being pulled toward the edge. Then the movement suddenly becomes violent. The fork is abruptly yanked away from the table and sent flying toward the kitchen, as if something unseen had thrown it. The man immediately reacts to what he just witnessed. It could potentially be explained by a hidden string, a tilted surface, a magnet, or an edited effect. But the sudden force that sends the fork across the room makes the footage especially unsettling. What could have caused that fork to move on its own and then suddenly fly across the kitchen? Franco TV ventured inside a terrifying abandoned school alone, exploring its empty classrooms and dark corridors while documenting the experience. With the building completely deserted, even the smallest sounds become difficult to dismiss.
Trying to see if I can hear anything on the outside. Oh, look at this. God, it's creepy. I put my hand in there and I could just feel it cold on the inside. It's not. Oh, shit. Yep. So I'm realizing something. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be in these rooms while I'm recording, only because there's so many bats flying in through here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Checking the front of this area now, see if walk. Get a little bit closer. Listen.
At first he records children speaking voice, and then strange singing is also heard at one point.
For you. I'm gonna do that one. It's so fucking horrifying. It was just like, I don't know if that was a reflection. I don't think there's another window in there. There we go. Oh, what the fuck was that? There we go. Oh, what the fuck was that? There we go. Hear that? Hello? Were you just coming from the room? I'm telling you, man, this thing is... I keep hearing shit. Apparently I'm supposed to make my way into the house. Fear not. Nothing. I feel like watch me just see a dark shadow just come from left to right. Oh fuck. Something just knocked on the door up there. I even saw a bird just fly out. That's the bird.
Soon he captures what appears to be a white figure floating away inside the building. He notices it right away.
I think this one is open. Oh man, I'm seeing bats flying in and out. Oh. I don't think I was supposed to do that. What the fuck was that? Barking like crazy. Oh shit. Look at that. I got a huge flutter of it. Hello? Are you here praying in front of the Virgin Mary? There it is. What's going off? Can you give me a sign that you're here with me tonight? Just one key. Give me a sign that you're here and you want to communicate with me. I would appreciate it. I'll give you candy, some agua if you want some agua. Maybe one empanada. What is this? There's something on the floor. Oh shit. That door just slammed or shut.
Later, he captures what sounds like a girl weeping, and the device spikes up, followed by a loud bang.
Buried inside this place is apparently the bodies of the children. This is completely coming off the obulus. I'm just kind of walking and listening what it tells me. The fuck was that? Listen. I just heard a voice of a little kid right now in front of me. Or just a voice in general. Hola, Dulce? You want anything? Or communicate with me. Don't be afraid. I'm here to talk with you. Why did you close this door? Oh, fuck.
Lastly, he captures a voice of a child speaking and captures another loud bang inside the room. A woman was trying on an old family yucata while her friend recorded the moment. Everything seemed completely normal as she adjusted the traditional clothing and showed it to the camera. But when she lifted the yucata slightly, something strange became visible behind her.
こんぐらい長いんだけど、
結構長いね。
そう、結構長めなんだけど、これは結構長さ合わせられるから。
あ、そうなんだ。
そう。で、まずくるぶしぐらいの。
Two pale feet can briefly be seen standing directly behind the woman. The unsettling part is that there doesn't appear to be anyone there who could be wearing them. Her friend continues recording, seemingly unaware of the strange detail until it becomes visible in the footage. The feet could potentially belong to someone hidden behind the clothing, or they could be an optical illusion caused by the angle and shadows. But seeing what appear to be two ghostly feet suddenly revealed behind her makes the moment difficult to ignore. Was someone actually standing behind her, or did the camera capture something that shouldn't have been there? A camera had been left running inside a bedroom in a house rumored to be haunted. With no one home, the room remained completely empty and undisturbed. For a while, nothing happens. The bedsheet suddenly begins to move on its own. It appears to shift and lift slightly, almost as though something underneath or beside the bed is interacting with it. The movement continues for a few moments before the sheet settles back down. There was reportedly no one inside the house at the time. It could have been caused by airflow, a draft, loose fabric, or something beneath the bed that wasn't immediately visible. But watching an empty bedroom appear to have its bedsheet moved by an unseen force is certainly unsettling. Was it simply a draft moving the sheet, or was something invisible interacting with the bed? Dark Ghost Paranormal ventured alone into a reportedly haunted abandoned house in Russia, exploring the property after dark. With no one else around, the empty rooms and dark hallways quickly make the investigation feel more intense.
Мы здесь.
Кто вы?
At first he hears a loud bang coming from the other room. He goes to check and finds the drawer opening and closing on its own. Soon even the mirror begins to shake. Lastly, he captures a reflection of a shadow inside the mirror. Something then attacks the explorer, and he decides to end his investigation. A man began hearing strange noises coming from his basement and decided to go downstairs to investigate. He took out his phone and started recording as he searched the dark room, trying to figure out where the sounds were coming from. At the time, he didn't notice anything unusual. In the corner of the basement, a dark, female-shaped figure can be seen standing completely still. It remains partially hidden in the shadows, appearing almost like a silhouette watching from the corner. The man continues moving around the basement without reacting, apparently unaware that the figure is visible behind him. When he later reviewed the recording, that's when he noticed the strange shape. It could be a shadow, clothing hanging in the corner, or something distorted by the low lighting and phone camera. But the fact that he was completely unaware of it while recording makes the footage especially unsettling. Was there really someone standing in that corner, or did the darkness simply create the appearance of a figure